If you don't like saving time and saving money, both of those, then I'm worried about you. Everybody likes those. So this is a way to do it. Well, if you don't highlight the right way, it doesn't save you time. It just adds color to your book. That's it. So I want to have you take a look with me at this sheet, and I'm going to use this to kind of illustrate how a lot of people do things the wrong way. If I didn't count that quite right, let me know, okay? I want to make sure I get this to everybody. Okay, and I'm also going to start the sign-in sheet. So again, you can probably pass it back after you're done, and we'll kind of circulate it this way. Wow, I was too short. That's not very good. Thanks. Okay, as you look at this page, the first thing that you should notice is that the 3 paragraphs on here are exactly the same. It's the same paragraph 3 times. The only difference is what has been, in this case, underlined. Again, you can tell that it's different, obviously, in all 3. So what I want to mention first is this. A lot of students have asked me in the past, when I'm reading my textbook, do you think it's better to highlight or to underline important things? And I always tell people I think it's better to highlight. If you look at number 2 here, that would give you a headache when you go back to it later. But the reason that these words that you're looking at are not highlighted is because of this. I don't know how many of you have ever tried to make copies of something that's highlighted, but it doesn't work out. It comes out all grayish, almost black. So for the next few minutes, I want you to imagine every word underlined on here as being in bright yellow or bright orange or whatever. That'll kind of get you in the right frame of mind. So here's how you can tell when you're done highlighting something whether you did it the right way. What you do is you go back and read out loud. Even if you're the only one in the room, you read out loud only the words that you highlighted, straight through, just like you're reading text. And as soon as you finish, you will know for sure whether you did it right or not. So I'm going to do this little test with all 3 of these paragraphs, and I want you to just follow along silently while I read them out loud. And for the first one, your job is this. Follow along, listen to me, and then when I'm done, tell me whether this is a good job of highlighting or bad and why. Okay, so that's your assignment. All right, so here is paragraph 1. Retina, rods, cones, rods cylindrical, cones tapered, rods and cones, retina, cones, fovea, rods, 20 degrees away. Okay, good or bad? Bad. I've had a few people say, wow, that's good. And I said, no, wow, that's bad. That's about the worst job of highlighting ever. What did this person do wrong that made it not work at all? Yeah, there's a little blank next to number 1 there where it says rods and cones. What do you know that this paragraph is about based on what we just read? Yeah, rods and cones, and then cones and rods. And then some more rods and cones. So when you go back to this later to review it for a test, what would you have to do with the paragraph to make sure you knew it? Read the whole thing again. That defeats the whole purpose of highlighting. So next to number 1, you can put 2 things. There are 2 problems, one big one. The person highlighted too little. And the big thing they did wrong was they highlighted keywords only. And people do this quite often where they find important words and they just keep highlighting the same word over and over again. And as you can see from that little test, that